searched him on his person. They said they've begun going through them, encrypting some of them, and giving them back to the defense. That will take some time. There are going to be some motions in this case. One of those was addressed today.
You talking about I'm gonna show out? It's just my life. You can't get mad. Get the off my page. Tell me I'm gonna show out. I ain't no show out. I earn my shit the hard way. It's happened, and I can't say if it is or it's not a mistake, but things happen in life.
In mid-April 2025, a series of posts and videos began circulating on social media, claiming that CNN had obtained and released Floyd Mayweather's personal bank statements, ALLEGEDLY, proving that he is bankrupt.
Had asked for an investigation into leaks, saying that they believe the government, which he suggested that the government was trying to, he accused the government of making a takedown of a successful black man.
The story first gained traction on a popular Reddit thread, where anonymous users shared low-resolution screenshots that allegedly showed Floyd Mayweather's bank account balances, with some accounts displaying negative figures or zero funds. According to these posts, CNN anchors had discussed the supposed leak during a special Financial Watch segment, sparking widespread discussion online. The screenshots, which appeared to show multiple bank accounts under Mayweather's name, depicted balances ranging from -$25,000 to $0. Several large pending debits were labeled as alimony payments, tax liens, and attorney fees. One page reportedly listed total liabilities exceeding $120 million, with no corresponding assets. Users on the Reddit thread pointed out that the documents seemed heavily redacted, with black bars obscuring key details such as account numbers. Blurred images of what appeared to be official bank letterheads added to the speculation. Some users claimed the redactions suggested authenticity, arguing that CNN may have obtained the documents legally, possibly under journalistic shield laws, and had redacted them to protect sensitive information before publication. Following the leak, the story quickly went viral. Influencers and content creators amplified the claims, generating millions of views across platforms thanks to sensational headlines and attention-grabbing thumbnails. Even respected boxing podcast hosts devoted full episodes to analyzing the documents, scrutinizing every detail, and speculating about potential legal consequences. Adding to the controversy, sports commentator Stephen A. Smith weighed in, criticizing Mayweather after authorities reportedly raided the retired champion's properties as part of an ongoing investigation into alleged financial misconduct and unpaid debts.
Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
Federal agents reportedly raided Floyd Mayweather's residences in Miami and Las Vegas shortly after his company Mayweather Promotions came under investigation for alleged tax evasion and other financial misconduct. During the searches, the FBI reportedly uncovered multiple forged documents in Mayweather's possession. On his show, Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back, declaring that Floyd Mayweather is as guilty as some of the most notorious financial criminals out there. This came after news broke that Mayweather's home had been raided. Investigations later revealed a surprising twist to many of the properties Mayweather flaunted as his own were actually part of strategic brand partnerships. In these deals, he posed as the owner to boost the property's appeal and lure in buyers, receiving either payouts or a handful of properties in return. However, the FBI wasn't impressed. They viewed the arrangement as a deceptive scheme designed to mislead the public. Stephen A. Smith was deeply disturbed by the revelations, particularly the FBI's findings that linked Mayweather to multiple cryptocurrency scams. In these schemes, Mayweather allegedly promoted fake coins only to vanish once his followers invested and suffered financial losses.
When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop.
Stephen A. Smith pointed out that Floyd Mayweather seems to have built a career around brand ambassador deals, projecting an image of ownership over certain brands and companies, only for it to surface later that he was merely a paid promoter. In reality, Smith suggested Mayweather doesn't truly own anything. He even joked, "Who's to say those private jets he flaunts aren't just part of the sponsorships too? The only thing anyone can say for certain about that man is his boxing record. Beyond that, his true assets remain a mystery." However, footage from the raid on his home suggests Floyd Mayweather is far deeper into cryptocurrency scams than shady real estate ventures. Stephen A. Smith even exposed several of Mayweather's hidden crypto dealings over the years. In my opinion, crypto is where most of Mayweather's real criminal behavior is buried. mainly because it flies under the radar. Together with his crypto partners, he swindled his own fans out of hundreds of millions. Hopefully, the authorities start digging into this side of the story with the seriousness it deserves. Moreover, Smith recently disclosed that Zach XBT, a well-known blockchain sleuth, has accused Floyd Mayweather of ties to multiple token scams. According to the ESPN commentator, Mayweather's past is already riddled with legal battles and settlements over questionable crypto ventures. At one point, Zach Eddy publicly criticized the former boxing champion on X, calling him out for allegedly promoting yet another shady token. Some people never stopped scamming their fans, he remarked. The crypto community erupted in anger over the claims, with one user commenting that he could now say with certainty that the net worths of some celebrities are nothing but smoke and mirrors. One commentator pointed out how baffling it is that someone as wealthy as Mayweather Jr. would still resort to fraudulent schemes. Another questioned whether he would ever face real consequences for the scams linked to his name, expressing frustration that he seems to repeatedly dodge accountability. This isn't the first time Zach XBT, a respected figure in the crypto community known for his deep-dive investigations into rug pulls, scams, and hacks, has called out the former WBC super featherweight champion. In fact, Zach XBT previously exposed at least a dozen crypto projects tied to Mayweather Jr. that ultimately collapsed. Mayweather later unveiled a new token named Floyd, heavily promoting it across his social media channels. Yet after numerous investors had already bought in, he abruptly deleted his promotional posts. This sudden move raised fresh concerns that he might once again be involved in questionable dealings. It's worth noting that Mayweather had previously pocketed tens of millions through a series of crypto-related projects, including Ethereum, Max, Bored Bunny, Real Floyd, NFT, and Moonshot. In 2022, Stephen A. Smith reported that the Securities and Exchange Commission charged Mayweather for not revealing payments he received for endorsing 3 ICOs, one of which included a $100,000 payout from Centra. It was claimed that Mayweather leveraged his Twitter account to urge his followers to join Centra's ICO, warning them that it was launching imminently and advising them to buy tokens before they ran out. Smith also pointed out that years ago, Mayweather had been fined more than $1,600,000 for illegally endorsing cryptocurrency offerings. These revelations were uncovered during a search of his Las Vegas residence. According to the host of the Stephen A. Smith Show, many investors have faced substantial financial losses as a result of Mayweather's promotion of deceptive ventures. The Centra ICO, Ethereum coin, Bored Bunny NFTs, Floyd's World, and Floyd token projects have all been flagged as rug pulls. In these cases, the creators pulled the liquidity without warning and vanished, leaving investors holding tokens that became worthless. Floyd Mayweather's association with these ventures has caused significant harm to many people. Furthermore, commentator Stephen A. Smith highlighted that Mayweather was among several celebrities caught up in these financial scandals.
Viciously, his head did a 180 before he fell on his face. To report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters.
The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has repeatedly linked Mayweather's name to these illegal activities in their public statements. According to the U.S. financial regulator, the guys concealed money they were paid to endorse certain Bitcoin investments. The individuals involved neither confirmed nor refuted the allegations, but chose to settle by paying over $750,000 in penalties. These two cases mark the SEC's initial action regarding violations tied to initial coin offerings. A relatively recent investment method linked to cryptocurrencies, an ICO enables investors to purchase tokens or coins issued by a company, providing a way to invest in its future. Although the language has evolved, the SEC has cautioned investors, emphasizing that it considers numerous offerings to fall under the scope of current securities regulations. These regulations mandate the disclosure of any payments made in exchange for publicity. The SEC revealed that Mayweather was paid thousands of dollars to promote 3 different offerings, one of which was from Startling, a Miami-based company accused of fraud in April. Among his promotions was a tweet urging his followers to act fast before Centra's ICO sold out, with Mayweather claiming, "I got mine." The SEC pointed to a post on Mayweather's Instagram where he predicted a large payout from another ICO, and a tweet where he jokingly dubbed himself Floyd Crypto Mayweather back in 2017. Despite his massive earnings from the McGregor fight, similar speculation emerged now. Even with a reported $500 million net worth by Sports Illustrated, the boxer is proudly showing off his $50 million. Gulfstream G650. A recent report revealed that Floyd Mayweather recently visited the idyllic island of Rodin in the Bay Islands, where he showcased his private jet in a Facebook post. Telosa shared photos of the retired boxing champion, including one featuring his jet, while highlighting Mayweather's praise for the island's stunning natural beauty, the warmth of its people, and the region's rich culinary offerings. Interestingly, Mayweather owns a second private jet, though the cost of this one remains undisclosed. Regardless, while in Rodin, he was presented with an award and a special gift from the Minister of Tourism, Yadira Gomez Berta, book chronicling the history of Rodin. Although Mayweather has faced accusations of financial difficulties before, he consistently dismisses such claims through his lavish lifestyle. But do you think there might be any truth to the rumors of his bankruptcy? However, after days of silence, Floyd Mayweather finally broke his silence, shutting down allegations of debt, financial crimes, and tax issues with a series of tweets before jumping on Instagram Live to flaunt his wealth, showcase his wristwatches, and address the controversy directly with his fans.
So if certain people want to wear, true religions, certain people want to wear Jordans, I don't knock that. We all got to start from somewhere. I buy my kids Jordans all the time. You know what I'm saying? And at one particular time, I was wearing True Religion jeans, and I still don't knock True Religion jeans. You know why? Because that's a multi-billion-dollar company. You have to start from somewhere. So, I'm not here to knock nobody. We all live our life the way we want to live our life. Now, see, my lifestyle is a little different. I dress different.
No report has confirmed that he actually owns any of the properties. Instead, it's likely he was paid as a brand ambassador, posing as the owner to help attract buyers and renters as the developers prepare to sell them off. Still, the boxer known for flaunting his wealth defended himself on social media Monday, insisting that his empire is rock solid and claiming the IRS simply wants a share of his money. He even went as far as faking a tax receipt, posting it on social media to mislead the public. Mayweather's nickname Money perfectly captures not only his dominance in the boxing ring but also his unmatched ability to generate immense wealth through his fights and business ventures. However, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed on social media that he paid an 8-figure sum in taxes just last year. Floyd Mayweather is regarded as one of the wealthiest athletes in history, with his dazzling performances in the ring earning him massive fight purses and the fitting nickname, Money. Although retired from professional boxing, Mayweather has remained active through a series of exhibition bouts while also managing a portfolio of businesses and multiple properties. In December, reports surfaced suggesting he had reached an agreement to face Manny Pacquiao in a 2024 exhibition match likely set in Japan, as the two prepare to reignite their famous rivalry later this year. Mayweather, however, has made no effort to hold back on social media, proudly flaunting his earnings by posting a photo of his tax check alongside a typically brash caption, "Just before I dropped that light million and change for that little Super Bowl stuff, I had to pay the IRS, aka Uncle Sam, $18 million. He wrote on Instagram. He added, "This is what I owed in taxes while I'm retired. So just imagine what I was paying when I was active." As far back as 2017, Mayweather, responding to accusations of presenting fake documents, told reporters he had already handled his taxes. "I ain't worried about that. I just showed you all a $100 million check I didn't even cash right there on stage," he said, referring to his earnings from the Pacquiao fight.